And welcome to Jackson County High School up here on Education Mountain in McKee for tonight's high school football matchup with the visiting Casey County Rebels taking on your Jackson County Generals. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a beautiful Friday evening. We're coming to you live, loud, and proud on this Friday, September the 12th, streaming worldwide on our PRTC TV Facebook page and our PRTC TV YouTube channel, along with some outstanding camera operators in Justin Lakes and TJ Isaacs, our producer Mark Sulfridge, Nick Sizemore, Coach Nick Sizemore. I think we can still officially call you that.
Yeah.
Along for color and stats. My name's Brian Murray. It's great to have you. The pregame huddle with Brian and Nick, and we are ready for some football action. And, you know, Nick, the Generals had 3 times they've tried to play football this year. The first game of the season against Berea, I don't think Berea could get enough players eligible for the kickoff. And then the disappointing home loss to Knott County Central, that was only a 7-0 game at the half. And then last week we got lightninged out, if that is a phrase. Only got 1 quarter of action in, and we're trailing 14-8, but very much in the game. So you got to feel like that Coach Bo Caleb's in his first season maybe is starting to really get itching to just get a full game in here and get his first win as head coach.
Absolutely, Brian. At this point in the season, all the jitters got to go. They have to be gone. You know, you always experience that week one. You anytime you're coming out fresh, it's a new season, new coach, maybe some new teammates, things like that. But we have now got the jitters away, and I'm really looking forward to what the Jackson County Generals can do tonight here in McKee.
Tonight's gridiron matchup features 2 teams both looking for their first win of the season. The Casey County Rebels come to McKee tonight with a record of no wins against 3 losses. They opened their season with a loss on the road at Fleming County, 20-13, then lost 2 games in a row at home, first to Bourbon County, who blanked them 48-0, and then last week to Adair County, also by a lopsided margin, 55-14. The Generals are 0-1 for the 2025 season. 3-game schedule we mentioned. Wasn't able to play against Berea, lost the home opener to Knott County Central, who's now 3-0 after a win over what I'm hearing is a pretty good Lynn Camp team, 36-30 last week.
Yeah, absolutely. Knott County did some great things. Coach down there, Coach Randall Mullins at Knott County is doing some very fantastic things. I'm positive that this is his 4th year at Knott County. He's making some great headway down there in Knott County with those kids. Very tough team, and you know I'm just very honored to get to know Coach Mullins down in Knott County and what he's doing down there. And they were a very tough team, and so.
Well, Lynn Camp already with a couple of wins this year as well.
Absolutely.
And having a good start to their season. And then last week, the Generals were trying to host the Blue Devils of Jellicoe, Tennessee, and lightning kept us from playing. After 1 quarter of play, we had to call it, with Jellicoe leading 14-8, but the Generals were about to get the football. The Rebels' offensive attack features 2 different players that have played quarterback. Junior Trenton Hatter, who I believe is the coach's son or maybe a nephew, has thrown for 160 yards and 2 touchdowns, while fellow junior Owen Willoughby has almost identical stats, 152 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. So they've got 2 guys that can jump behind the center and throw the football. On the ground, senior Mark Clements has rushed for 184 yards on 39 carries with also a TD. On the receiving end, junior Ethan Strong has 16 catches for 219 yards and 2 touchdowns, while senior Bryson Wesley has 5 receptions, 78 yards and 2 touchdowns. Defensively, junior Chase DeHart leads the team with 23 tackles, and Mark Clements, also on the defensive side, is second with 19 tackles. So remember the names for Casey County: Trenton Hatter, Owen Willoughby under the snap, and then on the ground, Mark Clements, and in the air, Ethan Strong and Bryson Wesley on the receiving end. Now, the Generals have not reported any stats for the season thus far, but in the 1 quarter of play last week we brought you here on PRTC, senior Gage Curtis and sophomore Gavin Nolasco both were gaining positive yardage for the Generals. Jackson County running the Wildcat formation this year, but we really saw some early success both with Curtis and also Nolasco out of the backfield.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm really looking forward to see Casey County if they're multifaceted. I'm expecting to see I'm expecting to see them put the ball in the air. And I'm expecting to see them put the ball on the ground. And judging by their stats from this year, they're going to be able to do both. So I think the Generals defense are going to have to be prepared for anything. They're going to be prepared for the pass, and they're going to have to be prepared to fill holes defensively. And offensively for the Generals, we are going to see the Wildcat formation, and I'm expecting that Coach Bo Calebs is going to want to air the ball out tonight. I think that Casey County's probably watched some film this week from what they have seen with Jackson County, and they probably are going to be prepared for the ground game. But if Coach Caleb's is going to show us anything tonight, I say he's going to show us a pass game of some sort, and I'm looking forward to seeing what comes of that.
Now, historically, these two teams have met 8 times in school history, with the Rebels winning all 8 contests, and honestly, none of them have been very close. They haven't played each other since September 21st of 2018 here at home, with Casey winning 43-6. And over the 8 matchups, the closest game, I guess, that we've had in all of these was 24-6, way back in 2009 on October 16th, when Casey County won by 18 points. Casey County is a 3A school in size, and they play in the 4th district. For those of the people that maybe not follow high school football, football is a little bit different than basketball and baseball and different things. They rank you by school size, and that's certainly not something we see in other sports.
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of people get confused with that, with high school football and high school basketball. Obviously Jackson County basketball is in the 49th district, and you can't say the same for the football team. And so it is a lot different when it comes to the football side of things in high school sports. And so the district is aligned differently, and there has been some changes to the district recently. And so you got to be mindful of that.
Casey County 3A, they play in the 4th district. They're coached by Will Hatter, who is in his 2nd season. His overall record is 0-14, so he has not won a game as a head coach. Last season they were 0-11, looking for his first win as the Rebels coach. Casey's best season of recent was 2022, when they went 8-4 and did advance to the 2nd round of the playoffs. Jackson County, a little smaller school than Casey County. They are a 2A school that plays in the 6th district, and they're coached by first-year head coach Bo Calebs. Bo has coached for about 15 seasons, most recently as an assistant at Whitley County for the past 2 years, and he's also had stops at Bell County, Pineville, Lynn Camp, Kaywood, and North Laurel. The Generals finished with 5 wins and 5 losses last season under head coach Nick Sizemore. We're about 7.5 minutes away from the tip-off. I think one of the comments that you made that was interesting to me just a moment ago is that, we've only had a chance to see them here on PRTC for the 1 quarter of action when they took on Jellicoe. And, it basically came down to either Nolasco or Curtis was going to get the football, and they were going to run it mostly up the gut. They may try to go off right tackle or left tackle, but and occasionally to the edges. I thought your comment was interesting that Casey County is coming in here, and they've got some film on the Knott County game. They've got some film also from the Casey County game, and it's going to be interesting to see how that unfolds. I'll get your comment in just a moment when we come back. Just under 7 minutes before kickoff here, it's going to be Casey County and the Jackson County Generals in high school football action. So stay tuned. We'll take a quick break and come back with more of the pregame huddle here on PRTC TV.
Back to school means back to homework, research projects, online quizzes, and yes, some serious after-school gaming. Don't let slow internet drag you down. PRTC Broadband delivers the speed your family needs to study smarter, scroll faster, and game without lag on every device in the house. Upgrade or sign up today for blazing fast internet with available speeds up to 1 gig. PRTC, your connection for learning, life, and beyond.
Anvil Town and Country Shell is a locally owned family business that's been serving you for over 30 years. More than just a gas station, Town and Country is ranked #1 in the state and 3rd nationally in Hunt Brothers pizza sales. We offer 4 aisles of groceries, fresh produce, as well as a full fresh meat department. Expect the best fuel prices, a clean store with a huge selection, competitive prices, and great customer service when you visit the little store with a whole lot more. Anvil Town and Country Shell.
Video gaming is a great way for families to have fun together. And PRTC's reliable internet and Wi-Fi is a game changer. Super fast download and upload speeds up to 1 gig. And GigaSpire whole home Wi-Fi. Power today's most exciting games on consoles, handhelds, even VR headsets with no lag or buffering. Contact PRTC and level up to game-changing internet and whole home Wi-Fi today.
If your outdoor projects call for digging, you need the right tools, including one of these. It's never been more important to call 811 or visit call811.com to locate underground utilities before you dig. Essential connections to your home are just below the surface and can be easily cut. So use one of these tools to call or go online and know what's below. This message provided as a public service by your friends at PRTC.
September is saving season at Appalachian Wireless, so get an iPhone 14 for just a penny. Yeah, just 1 penny. Or how about $800 off select devices? Or even take $75 off prepaid phones. Do you need more? How about $1,000 off in savings when you bundle? Whether you're upgrading, switching, or just want a good deal, we've got something just for you. So stop by your nearest Appalachian Wireless retail location or visit us at AppalachianWireless.com to let us help you get connected today. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Fiber-powered internet from PRTC is fast. Crazy fast. Experience crazy fast internet speeds from PRTC with reliable downloads up to 1 gig. Now you can surf, stream, game, chill with speed to spare. And with our new GigaSpire Blast, you'll enjoy the ultimate Wi-Fi experience everywhere in your home. Accelerate your internet. Contact PRTC to sign up or upgrade your internet today.
Anvil Town and Country Shell is a locally owned family business that's been serving you for over 30 years. More than just a gas station, Town and Country is ranked #1 in the state and 3rd nationally in Hunt Brothers Pizza sales. We offer 4 aisles of groceries, fresh produce, as well as a full fresh meat department. Expect the best fuel prices, a clean store with a huge selection, competitive prices, and great customer service when you visit the little store with a whole lot more. Anvil Town and Country Shell.
Not enough power? Not okay. Weak Wi-Fi? Also not okay. These days, your home's got Wi-Fi connected gadgets and devices here, there, everywhere, and they all use more and more Wi-Fi until, luckily, an easy upgrade to PRTC fast, reliable internet with GigaSpire whole home Wi-Fi makes it all okay. Call or visit PRTC online for a great upgrade offer today.
PRTC is celebrating our 75th anniversary with Customer Appreciation Day coming up on Wednesday, September 24th from 10 to 3 at our customer service location in McKee. Enjoy a free lunch from Bowman's Barbecue and hot dogs, plus music, fun, and games at the entertainment booth with chances to win Amazon gift cards worth up to $75. Community partners will also be on site with free gifts, information, with some even offering free health screenings. Don't miss the giveaways, prizes, and your shot at a 75-inch smart TV as we celebrate 75 years of serving you. 1950 to 2025 PRTC and our 75th anniversary Customer Appreciation Day coming up Wednesday, September 24th. Welcome back to PRTC, just under 2 minutes away from kickoff between the visiting Casey County Rebels and the Jackson County Generals. Before we went to break, Nick Sizemore, we were talking about the fact that we've seen 1 quarter of action so far in the game against Jellicoe that was canceled because of weather, because of lightning. And I know that they probably didn't throw the ball much against Knott County Central in the opening home game that we had here that we weren't able to cover because of it conflicting with the Jackson County Fair. But you made a comment before the break but that we were talking about that if there was ever a time that Coach Bo Caleb's was going to start airing the football out and showing some different looks, this is probably going to be the first game of the season we're going to see it because now Casey County's seen 2 examples of tape that's showing us running the football.
Absolutely, Brian. And high school film is very important, and I think strategically for Coach Caleb's tonight, he's got to be able to put the ball in the air and really try to get the defense thrown off. And so I really think tonight, I know we haven't got to see much of the Generals yet this year, but I really think tonight Coach Caleb is going to be putting the ball in the air and I think it's gonna add an aspect to this offense that is gonna maybe throw off the Casey County Rebels because of what they've saw on film thus far.
Casey County going to be in the white and blue, the white jerseys with the blue pants. Generals breaking through the tape with their black jerseys and white helmets. Generals got some blue and red working in there as well. Of course, those are the colors we're familiar with for the Jackson County Generals. Two head coaches tonight looking for their first win as head coaches. Coach Will Hatter coming in with a record of 0 wins and 14 losses, and Coach Bo Calebs as a head coach with 0 wins and 1 loss so far. Beautiful night for football as we stream worldwide on this Friday, September 12th on our PRTC TV YouTube channel and our PRTC TV Facebook page. If you are joining us on Facebook, make sure you share the broadcast so others can help us promote these student athletes from these two fine schools. 9th meeting in school history between these two teams. Casey County a perfect 8-0 so far. Generals looking for their first win of the matchup.
It's game time for your Generals.
And looks like Casey County has won the toss, which I guess, Coach Sizemore, that's not always the case when you see a team receiving. Sometimes it's more of a strategy to want the ball after halftime.
Absolutely, yeah. If you win the toss, you can defer to the second half. You can take the ball coming out of the locker room, and sometimes that is a plan that most coaches will want.
Now, a lot of people believe high school sports, especially football and basketball, a lot of us decided in the first few minutes after intermission, seeing how the teams come out at halftime, and so it's definitely a strategy. So the General's going to kick off from their own 40, and the kick is away. And it is going to sail out of bounds at somewhere around, I would say, the 26-yard line. And that will be a 5-yard penalty. They'll advance on it up past the 30-yard line. They're actually going to say it went out of bounds closer to the 30, and they're going to give them the 35. Correct me if I'm wrong, Coach. That is a 5-yard penalty. And what's that even called? What's that called when you kick it out of bounds? Good question.
Good question.
A legal procedure. Thank you, Russ. Got a couple of football guys up here tonight, guiding me through. We'll help each other up here in the booth. So 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line, from the shotgun. Handoff from quarterback number 2, and that is a short gain for number 10 for Casey County, and that is Mark Clements on the carry, and he's going to be look like brought down at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
That's what I'm seeing. If anything, maybe a yard, but I don't think they gave it to him. That was a great defensive stand by the Generals there to come out first play of the game, make a stop defensively. Like I said last week, defense wins games. If the Generals can come out defensively strong here and make a stance, it's going to be a good night for the Generals.
Quarterback is Trenton Hatter. He's in the shotgun and passing, caught up at the 40-yard line. Generals smother him from there on a nice takedown. On the reception is number 9, Bryson Wesley, and that is going to be measured out as up to the 42-yard line. That'll be a 7-yard pass play from Hatter up to Wesley. So 3rd and a long 2 or a short 3 for Trenton Hatter and Casey County. Just underway here, first quarter from Generals Field. And we got motion on the left side of the line. Looks like number 70 stepped across. That'll be Maddox Vaughn. And that'll be a 5-yard penalty and a first down for Casey County. Generals will travel next week to Lynn Camp, and the following week to Holmes. From the shotgun, rolling left and looking to throw it, and it's not going to. Oh, he breaks a tackle. Now is running up the left sideline, and the pass is incomplete, but
that was number 66 there with the interruption in the backfield. That would be Mr. Connor Harris. He is only a sophomore, Brian, and he is gonna be a outstanding player for the Jackson County Generals. He is one to watch defensively. He was a starter for me as a freshman last year, and he is just an absolute terror up front defensively, and he made that interruption in that backfield. All he's got to do is finish that play there.
Connor Harrison, only a sophomore, as you mentioned, this year, and almost had the quarterback wrapped up for a loss, but rushed him up and made him throw incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10. The Rebels from their own 47.
We got some communication going on between the White Hat and Coach Bo Calebs.
Asking to put some more time on the clock. Adding 30 seconds back to the clock to 10:25. So Hatter, number 2, the junior quarterback from the gun again. He's got double wideouts right, single wideout left, rolling right, passing, and it is dropped. Number 3 there on the play for Jackson County is Gavin Nolasco. May have hurt his footprints behind him, and the receiver tried to catch the ball, tried to run with the ball before he caught it, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 after 2 incomplete passes.
Generals coming out in a forefront defense. I think that Coach Caleb's anticipated the pass game, and so therefore he has dropped an extra player. You see, we got Wyatt Dunn playing that edge player over on the far side. We got Gavin Lasco playing this edge player over here, and I think that's an anticipation of the pass game. We got a short pass here,
and that's going to be enough for a 1st down.
First down for the Rebels.
Number 8, that's Caden Stevens, looks like on the reception. Or is that number 6? I can't read if that's number 6 or number 8.
Looks like we got a flag on the play.
Well, on 47. Down to the 30. Back on Generals territory. They're 30. Take run.
Brian, got to be able to put the ball on. Run.
Nice run on. Maybe 3 or 4 down. Almost. That's going to get second. Single.
Off. Gage looks Kai Per. I believe he was engaged.
On one. Your coach break. It is first 11. First quarter. Next.
Have you still on your road? Like home. .com.
Proud to be one all the speed by all over your home. One of our to internet.
Welcome back. One of the
gauge general 20 gauge curse there. And so those that defense, they're field there.
And off again. Looked like number 44 wrapped him up quickly for Jackson County, and that's Davin Seals on the tackle for the Generals. I see where they mark it at, but if he got anything, it wasn't much. I think they're going to give him maybe a yard up to the 6. Third down and 5. They can get a first down on the 1-yard line, but it's pretty well third and goal here from just outside the 5. Under 7 to go here in the first quarter. Hatter back to pass, looking across the middle, and he got his man.
Looks like he's short.
I believe he is short, maybe on the 2 or the 3.
It's fourth down.
So we will see, as it looks like they're going to give him down to about the 3-yard line. So it's going to be 4th down and 2 from the 3.
And Brian, it looked like we had some miscommunication defensively there. Looked like maybe our safety was sort of questioning where to go there, and so it might have sent a guy to the wrong side of the field there defensively. I think Coach Caleb's is sorting that out right now.
4th and 2 from the 3. Could be a big stop here for the Generals, and looks like he is going to be.
Looks like they're going to mark him short or they're going to give him the first down. They're going to mark him short of the touchdown.
So I think all he had to do was get down to the 1-yard line. So, and he's right outside the goal line, right there inside the 1. So now it's going to be 1st and goal, less than a yard. Hatter again from the gun, handoff up the middle, and it doesn't look like he got it.
It's a great defensive stand by the Generals.
Number 10, Mark Clements on the carry, and 2 or 3 of the Jackson County's defensive line met him.
Looked like number 44 was there to meet him. Davin Seals was there to meet him in the hole. I think the Generals were anticipating the same play. Both linebackers were walked up in the hole, in the gap, and we're ready to make a play there.
Hard to hold a team from a 1st and goal inside the 1. But Jackson County able to do it on 1st down. Let's see if they can do it on 2nd down. And it's going to be the quarterback keeper, and he's in the end zone. That is, looks like number 6 this time, Owen Willoughby, on the 1-yard touchdown run for the Rebels. So Casey County strikes first. And they are going to go for the extra point. Kick is down and up, and it is good. So Casey County, with 5:07 left here in the first quarter, jumps ahead 7-0. Jackson County's first offensive possession is coming up next here on PRTC TV.
Most of us are in touch with the internet in one way or another all day long. A fast, secure connection matters. It keeps us entertained, informed, in touch. PRTC cares about your connection. We know strong, reliable internet with GigaSpire whole home Wi-Fi makes life better. If you need an upgrade or just have a question, get in touch. Call or visit PRTC online today.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is going to fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. So we're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day and feed those left in the cold. We're going to do all this and more because we have an appointment with destiny.
Opening touchdown drive for Casey County, 6 minutes and 53 seconds, 11 plays, 65 yards, capped off by the 1-yard touchdown run by Owen Willoughby. Generals on the kickoff reception, and it's ran up to beyond the 30-yard line. Who was our ball carrier?
Number 12, Jacob Jones there, a sophomore for the Generals, taking that kick return.
We'll give him about 7 yards on the return, and they're going to mark it on the 33-yard line of Jackson County for their opening drive. So Coach Sizemore, the Generals had a couple of 3 chances there on, forced a 4th down, had a couple of 3rd downs there, and it really looked like we had an opportunity to stop that opening drive, but Casey County stayed after it, and they held the ball for a long time, and possession of the football in football is a very important stat.
Absolutely, Brian. Like we talked last week, if you can control the clock in varsity football, you can win a ball game. You got to be the one that's controlling the clock, though, at all times.
Tried to run it up the middle, and Casey County having nothing to do with that. Looked like, I believe, number 20 on the carry. That's Curtis. And that's going to be stopped at the 33-yard line, so no gain. And you had mentioned in the pregame show that they know what to expect if we don't change things up. We have single wideouts both directions, and here we go with a pass play. Number 3, back to pass. He's got a man deep, and it's caught. Number 12 on an excellent reception, Jacob Jones. The pass from Gavin Nolasco for a big gainer. Got him back there in single-man coverage.
And like I said, Brian, I expected Coach Kalos to open up the offense tonight, and it looks like we have multiple flags down. We have one in the backfield. We got one near the reception. So let's see here what the officials work out here on the call.
Got a call against Jackson County, and then we got offsetting penalties. What's the tap to the hat? Good question.
I believe that the tap to the head, Brian, is an illegal man downfield, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So those penalties will offset, and the ball will come back and replay down, I believe.
Okay. So that killed a big gainer for the Generals, but certainly it gave Coach Will Hatter of the Casey County Rebels something to think about, because that was a great catch back there by Jones and a great pass from Nolasco.
momentum is huge in high school football, and when you have something like that right there happen, when you gain momentum and then you get it swept out from under you, it's breathtaking. But you got to come back as the Generals and make something happen of this drive right here.
Nolasco on the carry, working hard for about 4 yards up to the 37. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
It's 2nd and 6 for the Generals.
Number 2, Andrew Isaacs rushing on the field. Last minute coming in from the sideline. It'll be 2nd down and 6. 3.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Trying to get around the left side, and not much doing there as Casey County closed on number 20, Gage Curtis, nicely there as he tried to get around the end. It's going to be, looks like a short gain.
And, Brian, we talked before the broadcast tonight about this Wildcat formation offensively, and that there is what you call the sweep play in the Wildcat formation. The offense was zone blocking to the left there to try to get the running back to the edge to try to seal that edge and get down that sideline. We had more defensive hats on the ball than offensive hats, and that causes a problem.
Gain of 1 on there for Curtis. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5. No. Is that a loss of down? Are we going to punt?
Looks like the Generals are in punt formation with number 66, Connor Harris, in the backfield, ready to punt.
And the kick is away. Ball takes a bounce at the 36, and good takedown back there by the Generals. That's number 5 for Jackson County. Deegan Schlink on the tackle, and a loss on the punt return.
Those plays right there, Brian, make a coach happy. When you have a player like that, like number 5 there with Schlink, I got the privilege to coach Deegan last year, and he's one of those players that gives it 110% every single play. And when you have a hustle play like that right there, and you can pin a team deep after a punt, that's always a positive thing. And a coach is going to recognize that on Monday evening at film. I promise you that.
Pushed him back to the 29-yard line. Did I miss a play down here? Because was that a loss of down with offsetting penalties?
It may have been. I thought they were replaying down.
Yeah. I only counted 3 or a couple of plays there. Pass is complete up to about the 39-yard line by Casey County on a quick out. And looks like that's going to be just enough for a first down, so a 10-yard pass play to the left sideline. Under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 Rebels as they marched it down the field 65 yards on their first offensive set. Ball ran in from inside the 1-yard line by number 6, Owen Willoughby, one of 2 quarterbacks that Coach Will Hatter uses. And we're back to action again. Casey County from the gun. That's Hatter, hands it off. Nice run there to the right, up to about the 43-yard line. Number 10 on the carry, that's Mark Clements.
Looks like number 3, Gavin Nolasco, coming off the field there. I believe his helmet might have came off. We've got some substitution by Coach Caleb's here late.
I believe it was Nolasco on the tackle as well.
I believe so. Anytime a helmet comes off in high school football, you have to come out of play.
Did not know that. Ball marked on just outside the 44-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Shotgun back to Hatter. Throw down field, and that ball is going to be what? They're going to call it a catch?
I believe they're going to call it a complete catch.
First down for the Rebels.
It'll be first down for the Rebels.
I believe that catch was by Owen Willoughby, number 6. That'll be a big gainer all the way down to the Generals' 31-yard line.
And if I'm not mistaken there, Brian, the Generals were in double coverage there on that play. And they had every opportunity to make a play there. I felt like that ball was in the air for a long period of time. And the Generals wanted to make that play, and just so happened it fell into the Rebels' hands.
25-yard pass play there to Willoughby from Hatter. Hatter back to pass, rushed out of the pocket, but his man is wide open for a touchdown.
Touchdown for the Rebels.
And that is number 6 again, Owen Willoughby, with his second touchdown of the night here in this first quarter. And that'll be a 31-yard hookup from Hatter to Willoughby. And just like that, Jackson County finds themselves down 13-0 with 1:16 left. So the Generals getting burned in the secondary as Willoughby was wide open and almost untouched into the end zone. Kick is up, and it is no good this time, so they can't tack on the extra point. So with 1:16 left here in the first quarter, the Rebels 13, the Generals nothing. Back with more coming up next on PRTC TV.
Our family relies on the internet every day. We both work from home at times, so our Wi-Fi just has to be there. We learn with it, laugh with it, and count on it for all kinds of things in our home.
Your family depends on strong internet and Wi-Fi. That's why PRTC provides fast internet speeds with enhanced Wi-Fi management every day. To learn more about our internet and Wi-Fi choices, visit prtcnet.org.
Where do all the phone chargers go? No one knows, but at Appalachian Wireless, we've got all the backups you'll ever need. The cords, the blocks, the car chargers, power banks, even screen protectors and cases. So stock up now so your phone is always protected and stays connected. Right now, it's buy one, get one 50% off. So what are you waiting for? Go into your nearest Appalachian Wireless retail location to see how you can get connected and stay protected for less. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Casey County with a little squib kick, and it is fallen on at the 45-yard line by Jackson County.
Casey County's doing a great job trying to capitalize off of momentum. I mentioned that before, Brian. Anytime you can carry momentum in a game like this, you're going to be on top. And just like there, you had a touchdown pass by the Rebels, and that gained their momentum. And then they went with a squib kick there to try to get the ball back to increase their momentum. You know, if that had went the Rebels' way, they would have really gained a ton of momentum there to take them into the second quarter.
Carmen Day falls on it for the Generals. PRTC TV bringing you Generals football. Casey County's had the ball twice, scored both times, most recently on a 31-yard pass play to Willoughby. Nolasco pass is high, but a nice catch over there on the sideline. Number 12 on the reception, that's Jacob Jones, sophomore. And looks like it's going to be a complete pass, but not for any yardage. It'll be second down and 10. 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. Willoughby for Casey County, number 6, the junior Owen Willoughby with both touchdowns for the Rebels. One from inside the 1-yard line on a rush. And the last one from 31 yards through the air from Hatter to Willoughby. From the gun, it's going to be Curtis. Looks like he's going to run, now drop back and pass, and he's got a man downfield, but throws it out of bounds. It'll be incomplete, third down and 10.
It's third and 10 for the Generals.
So Casey County off to a really great start here in this first quarter. Jackson County still trying to move the ball. We do have a penalty against Jackson County. It's going to be declined.
Looks like there, Brian, number 9, he's playing cornerback there for Casey County. He did a great job. They had the pass interference penalty earlier, and that cornerback felt that he was a little up front with that receiver there, and he backed off, and he threw his hands up to show that we're going to keep our heads here defensively and not get another silly penalty.
Goes to Nolasco, and he runs it up the gut to about the 47-yard line.
Looks like Coach Caleb is probably going to take the quarter here.
So a gain of 2 on that is going to bring up 4th down and 8, and we have come to the end of the first quarter. All Casey County thus far. The Rebels 13, the Generals nothing. We're back with more high school football action coming up next on PRTC TV.
These days, you have Wi-Fi powered smart devices working throughout your home. And you want to keep all those gadgets running at peak performance. It's easy to do when you have PRTC fast, reliable download speeds and enhanced Wi-Fi management. Give your home's data-hungry devices all the bandwidth they need to enhance your family's life. Contact PRTC to sign up for or upgrade your internet today.
Anvil Town and Country Shell is a locally owned family business that's been serving you for over 30 years. More than just a gas station, Town and Country is ranked #1 in the state and 3rd nationally in Hunt Brothers pizza sales. We offer 4 aisles of groceries, fresh produce, as well as a full fresh meat department. Expect the best fuel prices, a clean store with a huge selection, competitive prices, and great customer service when you visit the little store with a whole lot more. Anvil Town and Country Shell.
Welcome back to PRTC TV. High school football on this Friday night, September 12th, streaming live worldwide on our PRTC TV Facebook page and our PRTC TV YouTube channel. Jackson County down 13-0 to the visiting Casey County Rebels. It's 4th down and 8, and Jackson County going to have to punt it away. It's a squib kick, but it is going to roll all the way down to about the 26-yard line.
Looks like the punter there, he hit that off the tip of his toe, but he got the roll. Anytime you can get the roll, you're in good shape off of a kick like that. So I think the snap might have been low. Looks like the punter's calling there. But they got the roll to their favor, and it looks like it's gonna put the Casey County Rebels back further than the kick looked like it should have been.
So kicking it from the 47 of Jackson County to the 26 of Casey County. That'll be a 27-yard rolling punt. And Casey County already has scored on their first 2 offensive possessions, looking for more here as we open up the second quarter from Jackson County High School. They've operated from the gun all night and still doing the same thing. Pass is intercepted. Nolasco there on the pick.
And there's the momentum that the Generals needed. They needed a defensive turnover, and that's what they got. And we'll see here what the Generals can do with that momentum here as the offense takes the field.
Could be a pivotal moment in this football game as Jackson County's been trying to get something going. The interception gives them great field position at the Rebels' 39-yard line. I'm not sure if Hatter didn't see Nolasco or the ball slipped out of his hands or what happened, but he threw it right to Gavin. And Gavin corralled it for the pick. Single player in the back, actually 2 in the backfield, Nolasco and Curtis, and it goes to Curtis this time up to about the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down and 6. Almost a minute gone here in the second quarter. Perfect night for football here at Jackson County High School, unlike last week when we had the lightning. Actually ended up storming pretty bad later on that night. Up the gut goes Nolasco, and we're going to have a flag on the play. He's up to about the 33-yard line. And is that a face mask? That'll be an automatic first down for Jackson County. As they will take that all the way down.
The 15-yard penalty there.
Yes. Up to the
15-yard penalty on the play.
17-yard line. So from the 32 up to the 17, that advances the Generals all the way into the red zone of Casey County for the first time tonight. Nolasco and Curtis in the backfield.
Looks like we got movement from number 11 there lined up in the slot.
It'll be a false start on the offense. Wyatt Dunn gets called for the penalty. So that'll make it first down and 15. We'll retreat back out of the red zone.
On the play. It's first and 15 for the Generals.
Now, if your Coach Caleb's there, you tell your offense, shake that off and move on to the next play and make something happen here. Regain those yards and make a play here.
You've had some solid momentum over the past couple of plays, and you're right, you don't want to take the wind out of your sail because it is still first down and you're pretty deep into Rebel territory for the first time tonight. Really got to get some points on this drive. Snap is going to be taken by Casey County as there was a miscommunication between the line and Nolasco and Curtis, and number 75 for the Rebels falls on it. That's LaMarcus Breckenridge. And a crucial mistake there for the Generals as it just becomes a very easy fumble. And Casey County would take over on their own 34.
I've watched some film this year on the Generals, and I watched a scrimmage they played over in Leslie County, and that same thing happened there. And what I noticed there on both those plays might have been some miscommunication from the sideline to the huddle. I think that the offense was maybe confused there, and confusion causes chaos, and that's what you saw there, Ryan.
Hatter from the gun, a run right up the gut all the way into the secondary.
First down for the Rebels.
Up to about the 47-yard line. That was number 10, Mark Clements, on the run. And that is a gain of 14 up to the 48-yard line. So that just goes to show you how fast the tables can turn. As the Generals at one point had it first down and 10 inside the red zone at the 17 of the Rebels. Handoff up the middle again to Clements, and he is fighting for some tough yards up inside General territory to about the 46-yard line. So that'll be a gain of 6. It'll bring up second down and 4. Clock continuing to move as we approach 9 minutes here in the first half. Jackson County really needing a spark here to change the momentum of this one. Thought they had it with the Nolasco interception, but a fumble soon followed that. Hatter back to pass, bobbles the ball. He's throwing deep, and it is going to be picked off again. They got some running room on this one, too. And taken up to about the 44-yard line. Number 12, that's Jake Jones on the pick. So the Generals with back-to-back interceptions of Trenton Hatter.
The secondary for the Generals are doing a great job tracking that ball. When that quarterback releases that ball, they're tracking, and they're doing a great job to get underneath it. This has been, we have 2 interceptions now, and earlier we had a play where we were in double coverage. We had two Generals there to make a play, and just so happened the ball fell in the Rebels' hands. But our secondary is doing a great job to be in position defensively to make a play when the ball goes in the air. They're going to have to stop the run game and continue to make plays when the ball goes in the air.
We got twin wideouts both ways for the Generals with Curtis and Nolasco in the backfield. Taken by Nolasco. Hit it at the line of scrimmage initially, but plows ahead for a couple of extra yards there.
2-yard gain for the Generals.
Ball's going to be marked on about the 47. So we'll give him close to 3 yards there. Actually, yeah, give him 3. It'll be second down and 7. 13-0 Rebels. They scored on their first 2 offensive possessions, but have turned it over their last 2 offensive possessions. They've had the ball 4 times here in the first half. Snap goes to Curtis. Breaks a tackle. Up past almost to midfield. And going to be taken down after a gain of 3.
It's a 3-yard gain, 4-yard Generals.
That'll bring up 3rd down. Got to get down to about the 46-yard line, so we'll call it 3rd and 4.
Now, Brian, I'm anticipating the ball to go in the air here on 3rd down. I think Coach Caleb's is going to call up a play here to maybe hit. Looks like maybe that might be Jake Jones coming back into the game there. No, I think, see, number 12 still on the sideline. But I'm anticipating the ball to go in the air here for the Generals.
Number 10 checking in for Jackson County, Hezekiah Perkey. Jackson County needing a 1st down here to keep the drive alive. Twin wideouts to the right, single to the left.
Counter play here for the Generals.
And Curtis has got the 1st down and more. He's going to be into Casey County territory.
If you don't put the ball in the air there, Brian, you run a counter, and that'll get you to the 1st down.
Ball marked on the 42-yard line. So that'll be a gain of 8 for Curtis and a fresh set of downs.
It's a good call by Coach Caleb's there to run the counter play to Curtis to get that much needed 1st down to regain momentum here for the offense. You know, a lot of times as a coach, you got to when momentum doesn't go your way, you got to be able to encourage your team to say, guys, we're only down 2 scores. In high school football, that is nothing. You got to keep pushing and regain momentum.
Back to pass. Got his man into the secondary. Still on his feet. Number 11 with a nice catch and run. That is Wyatt Dunn for a 1st down, Jackson County.
He was 1 play away from calling it. I was expecting the ball to go in the air the play before, but we get the ball in the air there, and it is a good enough for a 1st down to Wyatt Dunn, the sophomore. You got number 11 playing that slot receiver this year, who was playing quarterback last year as a freshman. So he's had to learn a whole new position, and from what I saw there, he made a great play. He made a great catch. He got his eyes downfield, and he was looking to see green grass, and that's what he found and was trying to make something out of what he had. That was a great job.
16-yard hookup and another 1st down from the 26. Snap is to Curtis, up the gut, and he's going to be down on about the 23-yard line, maybe the 24.
If the Generals can catch the Rebels on their heels here and they can get 6 points out off of this drive, I think it's huge going into the locker room at halftime with we're coming under 5 minutes and 30 seconds here to go before the half. And I think if the Generals can get the Rebels on their heels and keep them on their heels here and score 6 points, I think this is huge going into the locker room for the Generals.
2-yard gain for Curtis. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8. And once again, the Generals trying to break into the red zone for the 2nd straight drive. Last one canceled out by a fumble. This time to Nolasco. Starts left and going to be brought down nicely by number 50 for Casey County. That's Wesley Kaufman, junior linebacker. And that'll be a loss of a yard. It'll bring up 3rd down and 9.
And that looked like that was just a miscommunication from the running back there. Looked like number 44 had the hole for him. It looks like maybe the running back, number 3, Nolasco, just missed the hole there. But it looks like we have a shaken up player. It looks like number 3, Nolasco, his hand maybe is a little shaken up. We're gonna see what we do here.
Nolasco shaking his wrist or his finger, one or the other, or his hand rather, wrist or hand. And the coach is going to tend to him. He is a big part of the Generals offense. So bring up 3rd down and 9 from the 25.
Looks like we have number 88 checking into the game.
Number 88 for Jackson County is Landon Morris, a freshman. And also number 12 running from the sideline, that's Jake Jones. 3rd down and 9. Generals needing a critical 3rd down conversion. Starts to run it, and he is going to run, fake the pass, but nothing doing there as Wyatt Dunn is going to be stopped on 3rd and long, and that's going to be no gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
I think you take advantage of the injury here. You never want to see your starting running back go to the bench, but now you have number 11 Wyatt Dunn in the backfield. Like I said earlier, he played quarterback last year, and I think right now on 4th down, if you're Coach Caleb's, you take advantage with number 11 being in the backfield right now, and you put this ball in the air. Number 11 Dunn, he may be a sophomore, he may be young, but he can put the ball in the air. I've seen it happen, and I think right now Coach Caleb needs to take advantage of having number 11 in the backfield while his starting running back is being tended to right now on the sideline.
And we've got a timeout on the field. I believe we do. All right, 3:16 left here in the first half. 13-0, Casey over Jackson County. Back with more coming up next on PRTC TV.
Kaler, back for a new season of America Facts versus Fiction, debunking the half-truths in American history. For example, the largest stash of gold isn't found at Fort Knox. It's below the streets of the Big Apple. And General Ike, well, he didn't always play by the rules. In fact, he stepped up to the plate under an alias to avoid being thrown out of West Point. We're unlocking the vault to secure the truth behind America's treasured secrets. Get it? America, Facts versus Fiction on AHC.
PRTC wants your best snapshots. Our annual PRTC Directory and Calendar Photo Contest is now open to all PRTC customers. Submit your favorite photos by October 11th for your chance to be featured in the 2026 PRTC Wall Calendar. Plus, prizes will be awarded for first, second, and third place winners. Full contest rules and the entry form are available online at prtcnet.org. So 4th down for the Generals, 4th and 9. Back to pass. Got a man downfield, but it's going to be picked off. Interception by Casey County. On 4th down, number 6, Owen Willoughby, who already responsible for both touchdowns for Casey County with the interception. We'll see what the officials say about the flag on the play.
I don't know if we're going to have a late hit here or because judging by the way the flag was thrown on the sideline.
If it is a late hit, you would think it would go against Jackson County because of the interception. Nope. Called the
personal foul on the Rebels.
Foul on the Rebels, but where it was after the interception, they won't overturn the interception after the play. So that'll push them back to...
It's going to be 15 yards from...
Spot of the foul.
Spot of the foul.
So that will bring up first down from their own 20-yard line.
Rebels ball.
So Jackson County unable to score on that drive. Moved the football pretty well, though. Still waiting to hear the status of number 3, Gavin Nolasco, who came out with an injured hand or wrist. First down, had her from the gun. Going to hand off, and nice takedown there by, is that Curtis?
It looked like number 20, Gage Curtis, there on the tackle.
5-yard gain there by Mark Clements, number 10 for Casey County. It'll bring up second down and 5.
If you're the Generals here, Brian, you want to make a stand with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the half. You want to make a stand and go in the locker room only down 2 scores. The defense needs to come up big here and make a stop defensively.
2.5 minutes left and counting here in the first half. It's been all Casey County thus far, scoring on their first 2 offensive sets. Handoff up the middle, and that's going to be a first down and more up to about the 37-yard line. And that's number 10, Mark Clements again. From the 25 up to the 37, a gain of 12. And first down for the Rebels. Trenton Hatter from the gun. Again, handing off up the middle, and this time nothing doing as number 75 in on the tackle. Also looked like number maybe 44 got him as well. Davin Seals started it. Then Braden Vickers also on the tackle. Are going to give him a gain of more than I thought.
If you're Jackson County, Brian, you let them take as much time as they need off that clock. Looks like we've got miscommunication there in the backfield, and a tackle for a loss there. That'll be number 20, Gage Curtis, on the play there. Huge for the Generals.
Well, that would be a sack of Trenton Hatter by Curtis.
Looks like we have a timeout for the Casey County Rebels.
It's going to end up being
Timeout for the Rebels.
third down. And we'll keep it right here for this one. PRTC is celebrating their 75th anniversary with Customer Appreciation Day coming up Wednesday, September 24th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at our customer service location in McKee. Enjoy a free lunch from Bowman's Barbecue and hot dogs, plus music, fun, and games at the entertainment booth with chances to win Amazon gift cards worth up to $75. Community partners will also be on site with free gifts, information, and some even offering free health screenings. Don't miss the giveaways, prizes, and your shot at a 75-inch smart TV as we celebrate 75 years of serving you. PRTC's 75th anniversary, 1950 to 2025.
If I'm not mistaken, Brian, I think too at that Customers Appreciation Day, I heard through the grapevine that Mark Sulfur is going to be doing karaoke there at that, so you will not want to miss that at all.
Mark Sulfridge denying those reports. We'll have to wait and see. We've got third down, I believe, for the Rebels from their own 37. Hatter from the gun, back to pass. Short pass, and it is a catch at the 41-yard line. First down, up past the 50-yard line. I believe that was Willoughby again, number 6.
Looks like number 6 is out here as a wide out for the Rebels, and he looks like he's calling for a play here. He wants the ball, seems like.
First down and 10 from midfield. A minute to go. Hatter back to pass. Got his man.
Looks like we got some flags in the backfield here. I believe there might have been a hold, if I'm not mistaken. Number 20, Gage Curtis, was there to break that play up, and now look to me that he was being held. So we'll see what the call is from the White Hat.
Looked like Ethan Strong on the reception, but they're going to bring it back. You are correct. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty back to the 40, so it'll make it first down and 20. And that is an interruption to the Casey County offense as they were really moving the football. Only 53 seconds left here in the first half. If Jackson County can't score here in the first half, at least they can keep it to a 2-score deficit. They can avoid the big play here. Hatter back to pass, got his man, and that's back up to the 50-yard line. Nice tackle there by number 11 for Jackson County, Wyatt Dunn, so they get the 10 yards back. It'll bring up second down and 10. We're down to 32 seconds and counting.
If I'm Coach Caleb's here, I'm going prevent defense. I'm sure the Rebels are going to want to put the ball in the air here.
And he's going deep. Ball is up for grabs, and it's caught. And that is a big gainer all the way down to the 14-yard line.
First down for the Rebels.
Number 1, Ethan Strong on the catch. And that is going to be a mark on the 18, so that's a 32-yard pass play. So with 11 seconds left, Casey County going to take a quick timeout and try to punch one in, and this could really be a punch to the gut for the Generals if they can't hold them here Of course, Casey County, as we've seen, Nick, they do have a kicking game, so they could potentially try to go for 3 points here and make it more than a 2-score game. But somehow I get the feeling with the passing arm of Trenton Hatter, and as much as he's been able to hook up with Owen Willoughby in this first half, I don't think they're going to try to go for 3, at least on this first play out of the timeout.
I think you're correct, Brian. I think that if I'm a betting man, I would say that they're going to put the ball on the ground here. Only looks like they're 13 yards out. I would say that the ball is going to go on the ground here, and they're going to try to score. But here with 11 seconds, they may have drew up something in that timeout to put the ball in the air and score 6 here going into the half.
11 seconds left from the 13. So it actually ended up being a 37-yard pass play down to Ethan Strong. Twin wideouts to the left, single wideout to the right for Hatter. Handoff, and they're going to run a reverse, and that's going to be Strong trying to go around the edge, and he does. So the Generals had a chance to catch him there but couldn't make the tackle. Looked like Schlink had a shot at him over there on the right sideline, but with 2 seconds left here in the first half, Casey County with their 3rd touchdown of the game.
And like I said, Brian, I was anticipating the ball to be on the ground there. What happened there was you had several pass plays to spread out the Generals' defense. And anytime you can get a defense spread out like that, it opens up holes. And so Coach drew up that reverse play there in that timeout, and it was good enough for 6 points. And that is a dagger for the Generals going into the half.
Going for 2 as they missed the extra point on the last one, trying to make it a full 3-score. Passes in the end zone, and it is caught. And who else would it be but Owen Willoughby, who has been a sore spot for the Generals in this first half. So 2 seconds left here in the first half, and I'm assuming they'll have to go through the motions of kicking this off with 2 seconds left, but barring a run back for 6 for Jackson County, they find themselves down 3 scores here at the half, 21-0, as Casey County has had an impressive offensive showing for the first 24 minutes.
Brian, right there on that play, last week we talked about a contained defense. Anytime you have the ball going to one side of the field, you always have to have somebody defensively on the backside to cover the backside in case the play flips fields. And so you right there for a great point and a great example. Backside defense and backside help. Anytime you're pursuing that football from the backside, you always got to aim for the backside shoulder just in case the ball reverses, and that is a great example of how that can happen. When you have no backside contain, it's green grass, and that's what the Casey County Rebels drew up. I believe they anticipated that to happen, and they threw a little trick play in there and caught the Generals sleeping on the backside.
Running in for 13 yards by Ethan Strong on the reverse. And that is going to be offside against Casey County, as one of their players was ahead of their kicker.
Offsides against Casey County.
So that'll back it up to the 35. $21-0, Casey County on top.
Oh, when they touch the ball, yeah.
Squib kick and fallen on by Jackson County at the 45-yard line, and that is going to wrap up the first half. All Rebels thus far. Casey County to lead 21-0 over the Jackson County Generals. We'll come back with halftime conversation and get you ready for the second half up next. You're watching Jackson County Generals High School football here on PRTC TV.
At Appalachian Wireless, we get it. You need reliable service without breaking the bank. That's why we offer affordable unlimited data plans and advance pay options to fit any budget. Are you ready to ditch your overpriced carrier? We've got a switch and save deal plan just for you. We're your local experience provider from Appalachia for Appalachia. So stop by your nearest Appalachian Wireless retail location today or visit us online at AppalachianWireless.com to see how easy it is to save and get connected. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Back to school means back to homework, research projects, online quizzes, and yes, some serious after-school gaming. Don't let slow internet drag you down. PRTC Broadband delivers the speed your family needs to study smarter, scroll faster, and game without lag on every device in the house. Upgrade or sign up today for blazing fast internet with available speeds up to 1 gig. PRTC, your connection for learning, life, and beyond.
Anvil Town and Country Shell is a locally owned family business that's been serving you for over 30 years. More than just a gas station, Town and Country is ranked #1 in the state and 3rd nationally in Hunt Brothers pizza sales. We offer 4 aisles of groceries, fresh produce, as well as a full fresh meat department. Expect the best fuel prices, a clean store with a huge selection, competitive prices, and great customer service when you visit the little store with a whole lot more. Anvil Town and Country Shell.
Video gaming is a great way for families to have fun together. And PRTC's reliable internet and Wi-Fi is a game changer. Super fast download and upload speeds up to 1 gig. And GigaSpire whole home Wi-Fi power today's most exciting games on consoles, handhelds, even VR headsets with no lag or buffering. Contact PRTC and level up to game-changing internet and whole home Wi-Fi today.
If your outdoor projects call for digging, you need the right tools, including one of these. It's never been more important to call 811 or visit call811.com to locate underground utilities before you dig. Essential connections to your home are just below the surface and can be easily cut. So use one of these tools to call or go online and know what's below. This message provided as a public service by your friends at PRTC.
September is saving season at Appalachian Wireless, so get an iPhone 14 for just a penny. Yeah, just 1 penny. Or how about $800 off select devices? Or even take $75 off prepaid phones. Do you need more? How about $1,000 off in savings when you bundle? Whether you're upgrading, switching, or just want a good deal, we've got something just for you. So stop by your nearest Appalachian Wireless retail location or visit us at AppalachianWireless.com to let us help you get connected today. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Fiber-powered internet from PRTC is fast. Crazy fast. Experience crazy fast internet speeds from PRTC with reliable downloads up to 1 gig. Now you can surf, stream, game, chill with speed to spare. And with our new GigaSpire Blast, you'll enjoy the ultimate Wi-Fi experience everywhere in your home. Accelerate your internet. Contact PRTC to sign up or upgrade your internet today.
Anvil Town and Country Shell is a locally owned family business that's been serving you for over 30 years. More than just a gas station, Town and Country is ranked #1 in the state and 3rd nationally in Hunt Brothers pizza sales. We offer 4 aisles of groceries, fresh produce, as well as a full fresh meat department. Expect the best fuel prices, a clean store with a huge selection, competitive prices, and great customer service when you visit the little store with a whole lot more. Anvil Town and Country Shell.
Not enough power? Not okay. Weak Wi-Fi? Also not okay. These days, your home's got Wi-Fi connected gadgets and devices here, there, everywhere, and they all use more and more Wi-Fi until, luckily, an easy upgrade to PRTC fast, reliable internet with GigaSpire whole home Wi-Fi makes it all okay. Call or visit PRTC online for a great upgrade offer today.
Have you ever tried calling for help? Can't get connected to customer service to only end up talking to a robot named Kevin? Yeah, we don't do that at Appalachian Wireless. You get real people, real service right here in the mountains. We know your town, your road, and probably your mama too. With reliable coverage, affordable plans, and customer service that actually serves, it's time to ditch the big guys because there's no place like home. Visit us in-store or at AppalachianWireless.com. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
There's so many great things about life in gig country. And PRTC is proud to be one more, a local internet provider with all the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power multiple Wi-Fi devices all over your home, we've got the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, give us a call, or visit us online to learn more. PRTC, your local internet connection.
Most of us are in touch with the internet in one way or another all day long. A fast, secure connection matters. It keeps us entertained, informed, in touch. PRTC cares about your connection. We know strong, reliable internet with GigaSpire whole home Wi-Fi makes life better. If you need an upgrade or just have a question, get in touch. Call or visit PRTC online today.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. So we're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day and feed those left in the cold. We're going to do all this and more because we have an appointment with destiny.
Our family relies on the internet every day. We both work from home at times, so our Wi-Fi just has to be there. We learn with it, laugh with it, and count on it for all kinds of things in our home.
Your family depends on strong internet and Wi-Fi. That's why PRTC provides fast internet speeds with enhanced Wi-Fi management every day. To learn more about our internet and Wi-Fi choices, visit prtcnet.org.
Where do all the phone chargers go? No one knows, but at Appalachian Wireless, we've got all the backups you'll ever need. The cords, the blocks, the car chargers, power banks, even screen protectors and cases. So stock up now so your phone is always protected and stays connected. Right now it's buy one, get one 50% off. So what are you waiting for? Go into your nearest Appalachian Wireless retail location to see how you can get connected and stay protected for less. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
These days, you have Wi-Fi powered smart devices working throughout your home. And you want to keep all those gadgets running at peak performance. It's easy to do when you have PRTC fast, reliable download speeds and enhanced Wi-Fi management. Give your home's data-hungry devices all the bandwidth they need to enhance your family's life. Contact PRTC to sign up for or upgrade your internet today.
PRTC wants your best snapshots. Our annual PRTC directory and calendar photo contest is now open to all PRTC customers. Submit your favorite photos by October 11th for a chance to be featured in the 2026 PRTC wall calendar. Plus, prizes will be awarded for first, second, and third place winners. Full contest rules and the entry form are available online at prtcnet.org. Don't miss your chance to show off your photography skills with PRTC and be featured possibly in the 2026 PRTC wall calendar. Just over 6 minutes before the start of the second half, Casey County in control as we take intermission, 21-0. The Rebels over the Jackson County Generals here on PRTC TV, and Nick Sizemore alongside here in the broadcast booth. And a couple times again, Nick, it looked like that the Generals were going to build some momentum. We had a costly fumble. We had a costly interception. We had a costly injury, and it just seemed like the Generals could never get off the schneid or get any momentum going for any length of time to push the ball down the field. We got into the red zone at least once, possibly twice, and weren't able to score. So a frustrating first half for Coach Bo Caleb's and the Generals.
Absolutely, Brian. And you know, you said it best there. High school football is a teeter-totter game. And, you know, momentum teeters in both directions. And it's just who can carry momentum the longest in this game to win the ball game. And so, you know, like you said, that interception there that Jake Jones had late late in the first, I believe maybe the second quarter. That interception that got called away due to penalties was a huge shake in momentum. The teeter-totter had swung to the Generals, and then just in a moment, it was swept out from under them, and they lose the possession. And the ball goes back to the Rebels, and the momentum swings back to the Rebels. And so, it's a game. It's a teeter-totter game. It's whoever can control the momentum the longest and control that clock that continues to tick at all times.
Well, and the Generals actually had a couple of interceptions there of the Casey County quarterback, and that was number 2, Trenton Hatter, that we picked off twice, and a couple times really looked like the Generals were going to drive the football down and score the goal. I mean, they could not, and then we had the costly fumble, and like I said, the costly interception, the costly injury to Nolasco. It's going to be interesting to see if he comes out of the locker room able to play in the second half, because the Generals without a whole lot of offensive weapons, and he is certainly one of the most prolific offensive weapons the team has. So if you are Coach Bo Caleb's at halftime and you find yourselves down 21-0, you got to give your team a spark, halftime speech, a modification. You've done this for the last 3 years, Coach Sizemore. You find yourself in this position down 21-0. What are you telling your General squad here at halftime?
If I'm Coach Caleb's here in the locker room, it's going to be hard to pick up the heads of the Generals. But like I would say, this is not new to the Generals. I have been on this side of the game, and as a head coach, when you walk into the locker room, what you do first is pick the heads up of your players. You get them looking up at you, and you begin to encourage them and let them know this game is not over. There's still 2 quarters left to play. Anything can happen in high school football. Like we've talked, momentum swings, and if Jackson County can get the momentum to swing to them this second half, they can score 21 points just like the Rebels did in the first half. But if I'm Coach Caleb's, my first point of emphasis in this locker room is to encourage the players to pick up their heads and know that there is still a half left to play. Then from there, we're going to make adjustments defensively. We're going to discuss how they're putting the ball in the air and how they're going to move the ball defensively. We're going to talk about the backside contain, just like we saw right there at the end of the half with the reverse. We're going to discuss that because that's 2 weeks in a row that we have failed to be on the backside of that play defensively, and it's hurt us. So if I'm Coach Caleb, I'm talking defensive adjustments, and I'm talking offensive adjustments. I'm giving every coach on my staff a time to make adjustments to what is needed for the Generals to regain this lead here in the second half and come back. Just like I said earlier, momentum swings, and if the Generals can come out on top with this momentum here in the second half, they can put up 21 points just like Casey County did in the first half with the momentum.
Well, and it wasn't a situation to where, if you watch this first half of football, it wasn't where Casey County just completely outgunned us, outmatched us. It was a situation to where we could not get that momentum going. We had a couple of interceptions, so we've shown that in our secondary that we can pick off quarterback Trenton Hatter, but it's just a matter of consistently moving the football down the field. And, you mentioned in the pregame, Nick, that Jackson County is going to have to throw the football. We had a great reception there in early part of the first quarter that was called back because of a penalty, but we didn't see a whole lot of that as far as the passing game consistently there in that first half. If you are Casey County's coach, Will Hatter, you're thinking more of the same going into this second half of what you did there in the first half, but we're going to have to mix up our offensive strikes into offense as far as passing and rushing, I think, in order to move the football down the field.
Absolutely, Brian. But I will say this, as a head coach, former head coach, it is so difficult. As a head coach, I was always really timid about throwing the ball. I had an offensive coordinator who thoroughly enjoyed to throw the ball, and he would get us in some situations that I would be timid about, and I wouldn't necessarily want to do that. But as an offensive coordinator and as the head coach, you sometimes have to make risky calls and put the ball in the air to mix up your offense. You got to keep the defense on their toes at all times. If you're just ground pound the whole night, then the defense is gonna overload the box, and they're gonna throw everything they have at you, but when they do that, that's when you throw that ball in the air. You get them on their toes. You put that ball in the air, and then you make something happen. You got to keep the box empty. You got to keep the ratio 1-to-1 in the box, and you got to be able to spread that defense out so your run game can be successful. And then once your run game's successful and they load the box back up, then your pass game can be successful. So that's one of the things Coach Caleb's, I think, needs to come out with here in the second half is to mix up his offense a little bit.
Well, one thing about Jackson County, and we mentioned this at the opening of the broadcast, they actually kicked off to Casey County to open the game, so Jackson County will get the ball to open up this second half, and I really got to believe down 21-0, these first 4 or 5 minutes, and certainly the first offensive set for the Generals is going to be more than crucial, because if we don't get some momentum going early into this second half, it could be Katie bar the door.
I think that was a great decision. I actually didn't catch who won the toss at the beginning of the game. It may have been Coach Caleb's deferring to the second half. If that is the case, there's no better way to regain momentum than maybe to take a kick return to the house for a touchdown to begin the second half. You know you're taking minimal time off the clock, but you're putting points on the board. So if the Generals can come out here and just take one to the house quick and get on the board in a hurry here in the second half and regain some momentum and regain some encouragement to these Generals, then I think we're in for a good second half here, Brian.
Generals with a lot of work to do. We're going to step away for a quick break at the half. Casey County 21 and Jackson County nothing. We're back with a third quarter straight ahead. Stay tuned to PRTC TV.
Anvil Town and Country Shell is a locally owned family business that's been serving you for over 30 years. More than just a gas station, Town and Country is ranked #1 in the state and 3rd nationally in Hunt Brothers pizza sales. We offer 4 aisles of groceries, fresh produce, as well as a full fresh meat department. Expect the best fuel prices, a clean store with a huge selection, competitive prices, and great customer service when you visit the little store with a whole lot more. Anvil Town and Country Shell.
Kaler, back for a new season of America Facts versus Fiction, debunking the half-truths in American history. For example, the largest stash of gold isn't found at Fort Knox. It's below the streets of the Big Apple. And General Ike, well, he didn't always play by the rules. In fact, he stepped up to the plate under an alias to avoid being thrown out of West Point. We're unlocking the vault to secure the truth behind America's treasured secrets. Get it? America Facts versus Fiction on AHC.
At Appalachian Wireless, we get it. You need reliable service without breaking the bank. That's why we offer affordable, unlimited data plans and advance pay options to fit any budget. Are you ready to ditch your overpriced carrier? We've got a switch and save deal plan just for you. We're your local experience provider from Appalachia for Appalachia. So stop by your nearest Appalachian Wireless retail location today or visit us online at AppalachianWireless.com to see how easy it is to save and get connected. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Back to school means back to homework, research projects, online quizzes, and yes, some serious after-school gaming. Don't let slow internet drag you down. PRTC Broadband delivers the speed your family needs to study smarter, scroll faster, and game without lag on every device in the house. Upgrade or sign up today for blazing fast internet with available speeds up to 1 gig. PRTC, your connection for learning, life, and beyond.
Anvil Town and Country Shell is a locally owned family business that's been serving you for over 30 years. More than just a gas station, Town and Country is ranked #1 in the state and 3rd nationally in Hunt Brothers pizza sales. We offer 4 aisles of groceries, fresh produce, as well as a full fresh meat department. Expect the best fuel prices, a clean store with a huge selection, competitive prices, and great customer service when you visit the little store with a whole lot more. Anvil Town and Country Shell.
PRTC is celebrating our 75th anniversary with Customer Appreciation Day on Wednesday, September 24th from 10 to 3 at our customer service location in McKee. Enjoy a free lunch from Bowman's Barbecue. We'll also have hot dogs, music, fun, games at the entertainment booth with chances to win Amazon gift cards worth up to $75. Community partners will also be on site with free gifts, information, with some even offering free health screenings. Don't miss the giveaways, prizes, and your shot at a 75-inch smart TV as we celebrate 75 years of serving you. Kickoff is away from Casey County to Jackson County, and I'm not sure if that was an intentional squib kick or not, but Jackson County able to fall on it. Looks like number 72 was able to get the recovery.
While we were on the break there, Brian, I was able to get an injury update on number 3, Gavin Nolasco. It appears to be he's back on the sideline. He has injured his hand. It doesn't appear to be broken, but he is now wrapped up with his hand. He's wrapped up, and he has been given the green light to play, and we'll see what number 3 does. It's going to be hard with a big cast on his hand there, but we'll see what can happen.
Juan Rivera falls on the ball for Jackson County to get their first possession with good field position on the 49-yard line, and first play up the middle by number 11, Wyatt Dunn, as he creeps into Rebels territory. A gain of 3 on the play. It'll be second down and 7. Jackson County desperately needing a score here to open up the third quarter, as they're down 21-0 to the Casey County Rebels. Casey County looking for their first win of the year. They're 0-3. Jackson County looking for their first win of the year. They're 0-1. Second down and 7. Curtis up the middle with the handoff from Dunn. He'll march it on up to about the 45-yard line.
Looks like Coach Caleb's went back to that counter play there for Curtis. It looks like Curtis might have been a little shaken up there, holding his ribs there, slow to get up after that carry. But right back to that counter play Coach Caleb's went, and not as successful as the first counter he went with, but positive yards is a positive thing for Coach Caleb's right now.
Gain of 3 on that play as well for number 20, Gage Curtis. It'll bring up third down and 4 from the Casey County 45. Curtis and Dunn in the backfield. Dunn back to pass. Nice catch there by number 12 on the screen to Jake Jones, and close to a first down, but it looks like it's going to be a yard short as the pass play gets 3 more yards. It'll be fourth down and 1 from the 42.
4th and 1, 4-yard Generals.
And like I said earlier, Brian, Coach Caleb should take full advantage of having number 11 in the backfield right now. I know that earlier I said that, and it didn't go well for the Generals with an interception by the Rebels. But right there we had a completion to number 12, Jake Jones. Maybe Coach Caleb is going to open up the offense here a little bit in the second half.
Twin wideout split both ways on fourth down and 1. Curtis, first down looks like, and if they give him positive yards, do they? And the sideline judge not giving him as good a mark as I thought he would.
It looks like the side judge here on the home side has given him the spot, but I don't know about the wide hat, what we're going to do here. We may have a measurement here for the first time of the evening.
No, they're not giving it to him. They're saying no gain, even a loss of a half a yard, but it looked like, as far as forward momentum, that Curtis did get up to the 41 or a little bit beyond it. Maybe my eyes deceived me there, but it is a turnover on downs, and Casey County will take over on their own 42. Hatter from the gun. Hands off to number 21, and he is into the secondary and down the right sideline. A big gainer there for Will Aliff for the Rebels. Going to mark him out of bounds, it looks like on the 37-yard line. That's a 21-yard gain for the freshman Will Aliff into Generals territory. So Jackson County not able to convert on fourth and a long 1. And Casey County already marching it down the field.
You know, Brian, another thing too to remember, the Generals, the majority of these kids are playing both sides of the ball.
Yes.
When you have to play both sides of the ball all night long, being a team just with not many players, it is difficult to maintain stamina throughout the whole night. And so you're seeing players like Wyatt Dunn, Gage Curtis, Davin Seals, and all these players playing both sides of the ball with never seeing the sideline. And so, you know, it is difficult for them to catch a breath on the field. And so you're seeing some fatigue here tonight from the Generals.
Gain of 4 for Aliff on first down. Long pass downfield. It's going to be broken up. And there is a flag down on the play, and it may be defensive pass interference down around the 5-yard line. Haven't got the official word yet, have we?
I've not seen a call yet, but the way they're moving the ball, I believe we're going to have a pass interference here on the Generals.
Never saw the official word, but it was a penalty against Jackson County that moves it all the way down to about the 18-yard line. So Casey County again in the red zone of the Generals. Pass to Willoughby, and not much doing on that one. Should be no gain.
Nothing going there for the Rebels, Brian, as Jackson County was there to pick that screen pass up and make a play for, it looks like, no gain.
Actually, Bryson Wesley, number 9, on the reception. And if anything, you may have actually lost a yard. So it'll be second down in 10 or 11 for Casey County. We're under 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Casey County already up by 3 touchdowns and looking for more. Willoughby in the quarterback slot this time, and he's going to push it ahead for about 5 more yards. And that'll bring up third down and short. Got to get down just inside the 9-yard line for a first down. Looks like we're on the 13, so we'll call it 3rd and 4, a gain of 6.
Third down for the Rebels.
Hatter back in the quarterback position. Handoff. Run around the left sideline. That's going to be a first down.
It's a first down for the Rebels.
Number 62 on the tackle for Jackson County, Carmen Day. But the carry is good for a first down. Couldn't tell if that was Aliff or Clements on the carry, but it'll be first and goal from the 8. Midway through the third quarter, and it's been all Casey County here tonight. Trenton Hatter hands off to Aliff, number 21, and nice job there by the Generals to take him down. We got Gage Curtis on part of the tackle, and also number 62, Carmen Day, in there again, the senior.
I'll say this about Carmen Day as well. He's another one of those players that'll give 110% every snap. He has been a lifelong he was a colonel at one point at the middle school, and then he's been a general for 4 years. I had the privilege of coaching him as well. He's a fantastic athlete. He's an even better player to coach. Any coach that can get a player to play like that, you're having a good day.
Second and goal from the 6, and we got a flag down, and the ball is caught for a touchdown. We'll see what the flag is all about, as Ethan Strong does catch it in the end zone, but from the spot of the foul, looks like holding.
If I'm not mistaken, Brian, that there is what you call a cut block.
Okay.
And I think they have actually ruled that illegal in Kentucky high school football. If you notice there, every offensive lineman dove at the knees of the defensive lineman, and really it's just to block up those lanes. And that there has been coaches say there's ways to get around that, but I think the referees there said, no, we're not going to have it. That's the second time they've done that, and on the second time they said that's a no-go. We're going to call that and back them up.
So that's a 15-yard penalty back up to about the 21-yard line. So that's going to set up third down and goal, third down and long for Casey County. Willoughby in a spot to get the ball here, possibly on the left side. It back to pass, and it's picked off. Nolasco back in there with the interception, loses his helmet. So Jackson County with the interception. Nolasco fired up.
That's
third interception of the game.
That's huge for the Generals to have number 3 back on the field, because he makes plays just like that right there when you need him the most. You had that touchdown get called back, and just when the Generals needed a little boost of momentum, number 3 gives it to him right there defensively. And like I said earlier, he lost his helmet, so he's got to come off the field for a play. But I'm hoping to see number 3 come back in offensively to give the Generals to continue that boost of momentum they just received from Nolasco there.
Well, and even though it was third and a long 21, third and goal for Casey County, they would have probably went for it on fourth down, which would have gave them 2 opportunities at scoring. And if you find yourself down 28-0 with 5 minutes left in the third quarter, you may go ahead and say this game is over. So that kept the dream alive for Jackson County here in this third quarter. We have got delay of game against Jackson County.
Looks like we might have had 12 men on the field. And
12 men on the field.
Looks
okay.
like maybe the 12th man was trying to sneak off sneak off behind the goalpost there. But if you're the Generals here, if you're Coach Caleb's, you got to remember that your back is to the goal line here, and you do not want to risk giving up a safety here. If you're Coach Caleb's and the Generals, what I'm going to do here is put the ball on the ground, try to get some positive yards, get you a first down. You don't want to risk keeping the ball in the quarterback's hands too long for a pass play. You want to try to get that push up front and get that ball away from that goal line.
So half the distance of the goal line from the 5 down to about the 2, and Dunn takes it up past the 5-yard line to about the 7. So nice carry up the gut for the sophomore Wyatt Dunn, and we'll give him a gain of 5.
5-yard gain for the Generals.
Second down. 5-minute mark here in the third quarter. Line of scrimmage is about the 4-yard line, so we got to get up to the 14 for a first down. So it'll be second down and 7 after that gain of 5. Curtis and Dunn in the backfield. Single wideouts both directions. Back to pass, and not a great pass, or a misread of some kind on the play, as it looked like Jake Jones was trying to cut across the middle. Ball knocked down. It's a dangerous play there on second down and 7 from your own 7-yard line, because a pick is almost a guaranteed pick 6.
Absolutely, Brian, and I lean toward stability here, and stability for the Generals offense is the ground game, and I would stick to that right here and try to get yourself away from this Casey County territory here. They're awfully close. Like you said, a pick 6 can really flip this game.
Curtis hands off. That's done, and he falls down. We've got did I see a flag fly? Maybe not. So that's going to be Ball marked down at the 7, so no gain.
4th down for the Generals.
That'll bring up 4th down and 7 and force a punt.
You know, there, Brian, on 2nd down, we went with the pass play there. You know, I would have liked to have seen the ball on the ground there, but Coach Caleb's maybe thought he had the Rebels on their heels and maybe could have got one there, and it could have sparked momentum if we had seen that. Looks like we may have a bad snap here.
Snap hits a player in the backfield, and that's going to be a bad result for Jackson County. We've got a Casey County player down. So Casey County is going to have it 1st and goal. We'll step away for a quick break. 3:37 left here in the 3rd quarter. Casey County 21, Jackson County nothing here on PRTC TV.
Video gaming is a great way for families to have fun together. And PRTC's reliable internet and Wi-Fi is a game changer. Super fast download and upload speeds up to 1 gig. And GigaSpire whole home Wi-Fi power today's most exciting games on consoles, handhelds, even VR headsets with no lag or buffering. Contact PRTC and level up to game-changing internet and whole home Wi-Fi today.
If your outdoor projects call for digging, you need the right tools, including one of these. It's never been more important to call 811 or visit call811.com to locate underground utilities before you dig. Essential connections to your home are just below the surface.
The injured Casey County player able to walk off under his own power, so we're thankful for that. Is going to be 1st down and goal for Casey County. It looks like from about the 3-yard line. Handoff, and what a nice takedown there by Jackson County's number 62, Carmen Day, in the backfield. So Casey County, after the bad snap, on 4th down and 7 for Jackson County. Second down and goal for the Rebels. And we got a flag and a whistle to stop the play here.
And if that play wasn't halted by the officials there, Carmen Day was right there to make that play once again for the Generals.
So we've got a false start on the offense. So Casey County retreating in the wrong direction. They're now back to the 11-yard line. And it'll be 2nd down and goal from the 11. After starting at the 3 or 4-yard line. Trenton Hatter, junior quarterback from the gun. Back to pass, rolling right, looking, and it's going to be too low for his intended receiver, number 9, Bryson Wesley. And it'll bring up 3rd down and goal.
It's 3rd and goal for the Rebels.
Clock stopped on an incomplete pass, guys.
Two and a half minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Casey County, Jackson County both looking for their first win of the season. Coach Will Hatter in his 2nd season as coach of the Rebels. Casey County looking for his first win as a head coach after going 0-11 last year. 0-3 in the early going of this season. Hatter back to pass. All kinds of time to throw, and his man's wide open in the end zone. Number 1, Ethan Strong, had his own area code back there, and it's 6 more for Casey County. Now 27-0 Rebels.
Touchdown for the Rebels.
So not the best effort to rush the passer on that particular play.
Yes, it looked like maybe the Rebels just or the Generals maybe just had some more miscommunication there and left that guy wide open. I couldn't tell. It looked like maybe they were in a man coverage. but it just got lost in the shuffle, and he was wide open.
So the man who caught the touchdown pass, Ethan Strong, going to try to complete the point after, and it is good. So with 2:23 left here in the third quarter, all Casey County thus far, 28-0 over Jackson County. Stay tuned. We've got more straight ahead here on PRTC TV.
September is saving season at Appalachian Wireless, so get an iPhone 14 for just a penny. Yeah, just 1 penny. Or how about $800 off select devices? Or even take $75 off prepaid phones. Do you need more? How about $1,000 off in savings when you bundle? Whether you're upgrading, switching, or just want a good deal, we've got something just for you. So stop by your nearest Appalachian Wireless retail location or visit us at AppalachianWireless.com to let us help you get connected today. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Fiber-powered internet from PRTC is fast. Crazy fast. Experience crazy fast internet speeds from PRTC with reliable downloads up to 1 gig. Now you can surf, stream, game, chill with speed to spare. And with our new GigaSpire Blast, you'll enjoy the ultimate Wi-Fi experience everywhere in your home. Accelerate your internet. Contact PRTC to sign up or upgrade your internet today.
Kickoff is away. Jackson County picks it up on their own 25-yard line and brought up to about the 35-yard line. Welcome back to PRTC TV. Casey County Rebels with a big lead over the Jackson County Generals, 28-0 late here in the third quarter.
You know, Brian, it looked like Gage Curtis had some momentum there, and it looked like he actually hit the back of one of his own players, and that's what happens when you stop moving on a kick return. That ball carrier's coming, and you've got to clear a path for him. If not, you're just going to get hit right in the back, and that's what it's taught. When you're a ball carrier and your blocker's not moving, you're taught to go to the back of that player to try to make something happen, and that's what Curtis did, and nothing transpired there. So we'll see what the Generals can do here, 1st and 10 with their offense.
Got twin wideouts on both sides here on 1st down. Not much doing there by number 11, Wyatt Dunn. I think they're going to give him a yard up to the 36-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 9. PRTC wants your best snapshots. Our annual PRTC directory and calendar photo contest is now open to all PRTC customers. Submit your favorite photos by October the 11th for your chance to be featured in the 2026 PRTC wall calendar. Prizes will be awarded for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place winners. Full contest rules and the entry form are available online at prtcnet.org. Don't miss your chance to show off your photography skills with PRTC. Fakes the pass, and into the secondary goes Dunn, and he is loose down the left sideline. Wyatt Dunn with one man to beat, and he's taken down by number 1, Ethan Strong.
And that is what happens, Brian, when you have a player, and just as a sophomore, Wyatt Dunn sees the field better than any kid I've ever coached. That play was a designed pass play. He looked, saw nobody open, and he took the green grass, and he went for it and had a huge gain, and we're hoping that the Generals can capitalize on that and put some points on the board here tonight.
That is a 50-yard run from scrimmage for Wyatt Dunn, the biggest gainer of the night for the Generals, and they are in the red zone, I believe, for the 3rd time here in the game of the Casey County Rebels. 1st down from the 16, or the 14 rather. Back to pass. Curtis looked like he may get some yards there, but nice tackle there by Casey County. Gives him no gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
It looks like to me, Brian, that Coach Caleb's is trying to set up the pass to try to spread out the defense, and it really appears to be a designed run play. But it shows all the signs of a pass play, but it's designed to be a run play. They're wanting to spread that defense out to make it look like pass, and then they're going to take off and run in hopes to see a lane open up. And it worked out for Dunn, and they went right back to it with Curtis, and nothing going there.
Jackson County, a big hole to dig out of as we wrap up the third quarter. Fourth quarter straight ahead on PRTC TV.
Anvil Town and Country Shell is a locally owned family business that's been serving you for over 30 years. More than just a gas station, Town and Country is ranked #1 in the state and 3rd nationally in Hunt Brothers pizza sales. We offer 4 aisles of groceries, fresh produce, as well as a full fresh meat department. Expect the best fuel prices, a clean store with a huge selection, competitive prices, and great customer service when you visit the little store with a whole lot more. Anvil Town and Country Shell.
Not enough power? Not okay. Weak Wi-Fi? Also not okay. These days, your home's got Wi-Fi connected gadgets and devices here, there, everywhere, and they all use more and more Wi-Fi until, luckily, an easy upgrade to PRTC fast, reliable internet with GigaSpire whole home Wi-Fi makes it all okay. Call or visit PRTC online for a great upgrade offer today.
Start of the fourth and final quarter here from Jackson County High School. It has been all Casey County here tonight, 28-0 over the Jackson County Generals here on PRTC TV, but the Generals are in their best position to score thus far as they are on the Casey County 14-yard line, 2nd down and 10. Dunn takes the snap, looking for blockers. Nothing doing there as well as Casey County holds him to no gain again. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 from the 14. One thing we have not seen here in this second half, we had Gavin Nolasco, who was injured in the first half, and he had an interception here in the second half, but Nick, I don't think we've seen him on the offensive side of the ball, have we, here in the second half?
Not this far in the second half. We haven't seen him offensively. I'm looking for him on the sideline. I don't know if he's. No, we haven't seen Nolasco offensively here in the second half.
3rd down and 10, and a bad snap. Curtis falls on it, thought about getting rid of it, but he is going to be taken down at the 34-yard line, and that is going to be actually the 33, a loss of 19 on the play. And that's going to bring up a very long 4th down play here. But if you're the Generals, they may go for it here. No, they're going to kick it, I believe, yes.
You know, Brian, right there in that situation, everybody in the stands watching that would love to see Curtis throw that ball away.
Yes.
But when you're in that position and you have to react in a split second, it's difficult to react. And so Curtis did all that he knows to do is to protect that ball, and that's what he chose to do. And in all costs, you just protect the ball.
And I'm not sure if that was a design play there or not, or if it was just a low snap. But Jackson County does turn it over on downs to Casey County. So that is, we've had 3 or 4 issues here tonight from the Jackson County side on bad snaps. And 1 or 2 of them right there. We had one down around the goal line on a attempted punt, and then a snap to nobody there in the first half that caused an easy fumble for Casey County to recover. So that may have been the straw that broke the camel's back. Often wondered where that phrase came from. Who's putting a straw on a camel's back?
I don't know, Brian, but I haven't seen much straw on a camel's back, so I can't tell you.
1st down yardage for Casey County.
1st down for the Rebels.
Up to the 48-yard line. 28-0. Casey County in the driver's seat with under 10 minutes to go. After tonight, Jackson County will go on the road for the next 2 Fridays. They'll travel to Lynn Camp on September the 19th and travel to Holmes on the 26th. What a tackle there in the backfield. You talk about a young man that read that play. Who was that?
That was number 20, Gage Curtis.
Good
once
job
again
by Gage Curtis on the tackle in the backfield for a loss. Loss of 3 on the play. It'll bring up second down and 13. You looked up Holmes. Is that Northern Kentucky?
That is Northern Kentucky. You get on I-75 and head towards Cincinnati, and you're eventually going to hit Holmes. It's a haul and a half is what I used to call them.
Movement on the line for Jackson County. It'll be a offside penalty.
Now what you're seeing here, Brian, when emotions get high, and you're the Generals here, and you're trying to get out of this game, you lose that side of the game, and you got to stay composed here and don't give up yards to the Rebels that you don't want to give them. And that's what you're doing there. You're giving the mental breaks and you're jumping off sides, and you're giving the Rebels just free yards here that they don't need.
Second down for the Rebels, and up past midfield goes Ethan Strong for Casey County. And that's going to bring up third down and about 4. Jackson County running out of time to climb back in this one as they've been blanked 28-0. Hatter to pass, wide open on the left side is Willoughby. We do have a penalty flag. It's going to be holding against Casey County, so Jackson County's problems in the secondary not going to cost them that time. You know, there's been times, Nick, that our secondaries looked like they were in the right places at the right time. We've actually picked quarterback Trenton Hatter off not once, not twice, but 3 times. And, you know, it's very unusual that you'd have 3 interceptions without being able to score the football. But there's been times our secondary has looked like they've really had it all together, but we've had probably 4 or 5 plays in this game where the receivers were wide open. That's really cost us.
There's 2 parts to this game, Brian. There's a defense and there's an offense. When the defense makes plays, the offense has got to capitalize on that. When, you know, they say the defense has got to get off the field, and that is true, and that's what we saw tonight for the Generals. The Generals defense got off the field a couple times, like you said, but the offense didn't capitalize on that. The offense has got to take advantage of those moments. We've mentioned it several times. When you get an interception, it is momentum swinging to your way, and the offense has got to carry that and take advantage of that, and we have not seen that tonight for the Generals.
4th down and a bunch for Casey County, and looks like they're going to go for it. Back to pass, now going to be taken down and sacked as Hatter brought down. Number 70 was one of the players in on the tackle there, Maddox Vaughn. So Jackson County will take over with good field position here from the Casey County 32-yard line. Still a lot of clock time left, but hard to imagine that we could get in the end zone 4 times in 7 minutes. At this point, the home crowd would just love to see some consistent momentum here in the 4th quarter and a score. It looks like we've got a timeout on the field with 7:17 left. We'll take a quick break. Casey County 28, Jackson County nothing here on PRTC TV.
Have you ever tried calling for help? Can't get connected to customer service to only end up talking to a robot named Kevin? Yeah, we don't do that at Appalachian Wireless. You get real people, real service right here in the mountains. We know your town, your road, and probably your mama too. With reliable coverage, affordable plans, and customer service that actually serves, it's time to ditch the big guys because there's no place like home. Visit us in-store or at AppalachianWireless.com. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
There's so many great things about life in gig country, and PRTC is proud to be one more. A local internet provider with all the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power multiple Wi-Fi devices all over your home, we've got the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, give us a call, or visit us online to learn more. PRTC, your local internet connection.
Welcome back to Jackson County High School. Number 44 on the carry for the Generals on first down. That is Davin Seals. And looks like the line of scrimmage was the 33, and he got it down to the 25, so we'll give him a gain of 8 on the play. It'll be second down and 2. PRTC TV and Friday Night Football here from Jackson County High School. 6.5 minutes left. Jackson County trying to get on the board for the first time tonight. Dunn rolling right, back to pass. And going to be brought down. Nope, still on his feet, now brought down at about the 36-yard line. We do have a penalty flag on the spot of the foul. You would think it would be possibly a holding call. Pretty common backfield call. There it is indeed. We'll see if Casey County will. Can they decline that penalty?
No.
No, just tack it on to the loss. Make it second down and a half mile. So
decline. They can decline. Okay. Yep.
So pushes them back to the 36-yard line.
I didn't look like the White House was going to give him the option. He originally made the call, and they spotted the ball, and then he turned around and then came back and re-spotted the ball. So it's going to be third down for the Generals.
Third and long. Went from second down and 2. Now it is third down and 13. From the gun, Dunn, hands off, into the secondary, goes number 20, and touchdown save and tackle there by number 1, Ethan Strong. Nice strong running there by senior number 20, Gage Curtis.
Down for your Generals.
Runs it all the way down to the
number 20, Gage Curtis.
12-yard line. So from the 36 to the 12 is 24 yards. It'll be first down and 10.
If I'm Coach Caleb's here, Brian, we've had some success with that counterplay right there. I would come right back to it and go right to it. And let's see if number 20 can get into the end zone here for 6 points here in the fourth quarter.
This is as far as Jackson County has advanced into Casey County territory all night. First and 10 from the 12. Curtis trying to get outside. And down to the 10-yard line for a gain of 2. It'll be second down and 8. Clock running under 5 minutes to go. Generals find themselves 10 yards from pay dirt on a night when they are going to come up short to the Casey County Rebels. Casey County next week will host Clinton County and then also host Garrett County the week after. So they've got 2 home games up next, while Jackson County's got 2 away games after tonight.
Timeout.
Got a timeout on the field. PRTC is celebrating our 75th anniversary coming up soon. Wednesday, September 24th. Starts at 10 a.m. It'll run till 3 p.m. Our Customer Appreciation Day at our customer service location in McKee, all a part of our 75th anniversary. We're going to have a free lunch for you from very popular Bowman's Barbecue, hot dogs as well, music, fun, and games at the entertainment booth. You'll have chances to win Amazon gift cards worth up to $75. We'll also have community partners on site with free gifts, information, and some of them even offering free health screenings. You could even win a 75-inch smart TV. Don't miss the giveaways, prizes, and more as we celebrate 75 years of serving you since 1950. PRTC, our 75th anniversary. Second down and 8 from the 10-yard line. Dunn from the gun, rolling right, looking to pass. Got a man in the end zone, a little overthrown. Good defense back there by Casey County. Number 12, the intended receiver, Jacob Jones. It'll bring up 3rd down and 8.
You know, Brian, one of the hardest things as a head coach after a Friday night like this is Monday afternoon film. It's one of the toughest things, that first practice back after a difficult Friday night. But if you're the Generals here, you move on from this. You still have a lot of season left to play. We're still early on. You pick up your head and you move on to Monday, and you look forward to Lynn Kent.
Dunn, back to pass, intercepted, no, dropped. Trying to find number 44 in the end zone, Davin Seals, and number 12 for Casey County, almost with the interception. So that'll bring up 4th down and 8 from the 10, and of course with the situation being like it is, the Generals will go for it. I know they have a kicker in Connor Harrison. And it looks like that we're going to have another timeout on the field. We'll take a quick break. More coming up next on PRTC TV.
Most of us are in touch with the internet in one way or another all day long. A fast, secure connection matters. It keeps us entertained, informed, in touch. PRTC cares about your connection. We know strong, reliable internet with GigaSpire whole home Wi-Fi makes life better. If you need an upgrade or just have a question, get in touch. Call or visit PRTC online today.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. So we're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day and feed those left in the cold. We're going to do all this and more because we have an appointment with destiny.
4th down and 8 for Jackson County. Dunn rolling out to pass, looking downfield, and he's got his man. Nope, they're saying incomplete. So that'll be a turnover on downs for Jackson County on 4th down.
Turnover on downs, Rebels ball.
Like the intended receiver might have been Kendrick DeZarn, a freshman. And I don't think he would have had the needed yards even if he was able to corral it, as the Casey County defender was right there. So with 3:48 left, that could be the last gasp offensively for Jackson County.
You know, Brian, one thing to look at too here, for the Generals. I just counted off the KHSAA roster here for the Generals. You only have 4 seniors here on this squad. So we're still a young team. You know, it's going to take time for these young guys to really come along here in varsity football. But they just need to stick with it, hang their heads up high, and move on to Lynn Camp next week and give these seniors a season they can remember for the rest of the year.
Yeah, quite a few sophomores and freshmen on this team, and juniors, but only 4 seniors. Derek Burkhart, Gage Curtis, Carmen Day. Among the seniors on the squad, also Jaden Smith. Nice tackle there by Carmen Day there on first down. This time, though, some first down yardage by Will Aliff for Casey County. Up to about the 25-yard line as time trickles away. Jackson County able to force 3 turnovers, all on interceptions in this game, but unable to turn any of them into points. Run up to the 30-yard line by Will Aliff again, the freshman. Called his number quite a bit tonight. He's had a whale of a night for the Rebels, number 21, the freshman. So Coach Will Hatter will get his first win in 15 tries for Casey County, as he was 0-11 last year, 0-3 this year. He's going to pull away for the shutout victory over the Generals. Again, the handoff up the middle to Aliff for the 3rd straight time. And he's short of the first down. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 2. Maybe the last play from scrimmage coming up here, as we're down to 90 seconds. Jackson County with only 1 home game left after tonight. That'll be against West Carter on Friday, October the 10th. Road games against Lynn Camp and Holmes, Morgan County, Breathitt County, and Pineville all on the schedule this year. That'll be another first down, and still breaking tackles is number 11, well into Generals territory, and they finally bring him down at about the 30-yard line.
First down for the Rebels.
Run by Aiden West.
Looks like we have a flag on the play.
They are going to walk it back, it appears, from the
flag on the play.
30-yard line. That was a big gainer for Aiden West.
We got some great camera work here from our field camera, Justin Lakes, to really just show us that flag on the play there. You know, anytime it's hard to see a little yellow flag fly on a 120-yard football field, and you know, our camera guy down there on the field does a great job to fill us in there what's happening on the field.
The all-seeing eye. So they're going to bring it all the way back. I did not see the official reason for the flag. But it's being brought back to about the 22-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down, and they got to get up to about the 38. So I think this is maybe 3rd down and 16. And again, West getting loose into the secondary, and he may go. 1 man to beat, and going to be brought down by his number counterpart, Wyatt Dunn, to keep him from getting in the end zone. And we got another flag on the play. So this may come back. So twice, Aiden West for the Rebels has broken out big runs. And both times there's been flags on the play. This time they're not appearing to mark it off. Personal foul, face mask against Jackson County, so that'll be half the distance of the goal line.
First and go for the Rebels.
And it'll take it down to the 7-yard line. First and goal, and you would think that Casey County wouldn't try to punch this in with 20 seconds left, but I've been wrong before. West is going to run it into the end zone with 14 seconds left. So that'll make it 34-0. There's kind of a bit of an unspoken rule in high school football, and I was going to leave this alone, but I've decided I'm not going to. Kind of an unspoken rule when you've got a team down like they've got the Generals down that you don't put it in the end zone that late. But I guess when it's your first victory of the year, sometimes you go ahead and score again.
And like I said earlier, too, you know, defensively we were allowing our emotions to get to us. And sometimes when you haven't won a game in many years like Casey County we have here, you know, they're high emotions right now as well.
Right.
And so sometimes you just don't use your head in moments like that. And, you know, there's always it is an unspoken rule as a coach. Sportsmanship goes a long way.
Yeah.
And, you know, as a coach, you always try to respect the other side. You know, there was nothing going to change the outcome of that game, this game here. But, you know, at that point in time, when you only have 30 seconds, there's such thing as kneeling out the game.
Sure. And
just to take a knee and show respect to the other side and just thank them for hosting you to be here. And, you know, it's a respect thing. And so I'm glad you mentioned that. And, you know, we're hoping that these lessons are learned. I was always a coach that, you know, when the dagger's been already done, you just go ahead, and there's nothing better than allowing your quarterback to get into the victory formation and kneeling out a game. The quarterback loves that.
Yeah.
So there's no excuse for that. There should have been a kneel there, and we should have been out of this game already.
And, you know, I understand that the kids' emotions can run high, but we know that's got to come from the sidelines too.
Absolutely. You're the head coach, and you control your sideline, and you take responsibility for everything that happens on that field. And you teach your kids that this is how we're going to act as a team. This is the standard we hold. And like I said, victory formation there's nothing better for a young quarterback to get into that victory formation. We used to call it from the sideline, and we'd get into victory formation and take that knee and be out of the game.
Yeah.
But, you know, that coach has to decide that.
So with 11 seconds left, it appears, barring an unforeseen result of this final play, it's going to be Casey County winning at 34-0. We'll see if the Generals try to make a play here, if they try to just kneel it and let the time run out. Dunn is going to be back to pass, and he's going to be sacked, or a ball knocked out of his hands. And that is going to do it. So Jackson County falls to a record of 0-2 on the season as they lose their second game by the same score they lost their first game to Knott County Central, both of them 34-0 losses. Casey County improves to 1-3 on the season. Jackson County on the road next week against Lynn Camp, and Casey County will host Clinton County next Friday on the 19th. That's going to do it for us. For TJ Isaacs, Justin Lakes, Mark Sulfridge, Nick Sizemore, my name's Brian Murray. Thank you for joining us for high school football action here on PRTC TV.